Skateboarding and helmets. It's actually a tale as old as time, and it's gotten much more controversial in recent years, especially after that Nigel Houston slam. I mean, he went to his face and then got bounced off the ground. Gnarly trick, gnarly fall, and it once again raises the question about skateboarding and helmets. So in this video, I want to talk about the controversy, where I stand, and to start out, I truly believe more people should focus on themselves and not care what others are doing. And this goes for both sides of the equation, right? I remember when Andy Anderson started getting a little more mainstream, people were hating this guy for wearing a helmet. People hated Andy Anderson. They hated his type of skating. And I think that's a little ridiculous. Like, skating is, do you, whatever. Like, I thought that's kind of the culture I always grew up in with skating. Like, no one really cares. It's not that deep. But in recent years, everyone cares what everyone else is doing. It's like, oh, you're not part of this. You're not core. You're not Hesh. It's like, damn, bro. Like, are we not just here to skate? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm here to do. I don't really care what others are doing. But then the argument for the people who are not wearing the helmet, it's also like, hey, man, it's these people's lives. It's my life. I've been doing a lot of the same tricks, stuff most of my life, 10 plus years. And I think starting out, I definitely wore a helmet a lot, especially on new terrain I wasn't comfortable with, just because it was like, I was a little kid, I was 10, 11. And it doesn't matter your age, but that was just for me. My age, when I was really wearing a helmet, when I try new things, I'd do pop shove tail grab down to 7. That was new. I put the helmet on. You know what I mean? Different things, vert ramps. But I think, like, I see a lot of comments, right? And they'll be like, you're dumb as fuck for not wearing a helmet. Idiot. Wear a helmet, period. And it's like, well, are you guys coming from a place of compassion when you tell people to wear a helmet? Or are you just trying to virtue signal, put people down? Like, I'm confused by it. Because if you truly want to be compassionate and you really want people to, wear a helmet, maybe you truly care about these people you don't know about and you want to make a change, writing, please wear a helmet, period. Or wear a helmet now. You got to understand who you're talking to. Like, skating is a counterculture. You tell us to do something, we're going to do the opposite, right? It's like basic human psychology. You can't tell people to do something, period, and they're going to be like, oh, well, this random guy on the internet told me to change what I'm doing, so I have to do it. That's not going to work, especially with skaters. So if you really want people to change their ways and put a helmet on, you got to come at it a little different. Maybe be a little more thoughtful in response. Maybe say, hey, man, I understand the culture thinks this about helmets, but, man, it's actually pretty dope if you show you don't care about wearing a helmet and you just do you, man. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Or, no, that's actually mad props for the helmet. You respect. I know you probably get some slack, You can say things like that, but all these people are like, idiot, dumb. So I don't think they're coming from a place of compassion. I think most of the internet is there just to troll. Personally, that's just my experience. Like, I'll post anything, literally just any trick, and there's always someone trolling. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. Someone's upset, someone gets on the internet, and they write their nonsense. But with the helmets, I understand it's not nonsense. We're seeing people hit their head. It's crazy. I'm blessed. I've skated rails, stairs, basically everything. And I've never hit my head. Crazy enough. Maybe I've skimmed it, but I've never actually hit my head. And I've had everything go wrong, man. I've landed primo down sets. I've fucking flipped my heels on rails. I've sacked rails. I've slipped out hard as shit. I've landed straight in the middle of my board and completely fallen out. So everything has happened to me, and I've yet to hit my head. I'm blessed. I'm grateful for that. But also, this might get a little controversial what I say here, but I truly believe it is very difficult to hit your head unless you push yourself so far out of your comfort zone. Like, my body will refuse to let me hit my head. And I don't know what it is, but, like, no matter what, it is truly difficult to hit your head. Like, you need to let go of all your reflexes. You need to let go of, like, what your body's been doing for years in order to hit your head. And I get when you get older, maybe the reflexes slow down, stuff like that. When you're new, you don't have the reflexes developed. So I think that's a good time to start with the helmet. But you get to a point where it's like, it's pretty damn hard to hit your head unless you're just, like, completely out of it. Maybe you're drunk as shit and your reflexes are just gone. But other than that, like, I just don't understand how, like, it happens unless you're really putting yourself outside your comfort zone and trying something completely foreign to your body. But other than that, like, I think it's really hard to hit your head, once you get to a certain point. And I know there's people out there who probably be like, oh, I hope this guy hits his head so he changes his tune. Fuck you for thinking that. It's not going to happen. I've been doing this too long. And if it does, that'd suck. But, I put a helmet on vert. I put a helmet on things that are, like, too crazy for me. And I'm at an age where it's like I need my body for work and stuff. So I'm not even pushing myself like I once was. I kind of escaped that era. And I'm mainly just trying to, like, dial in all aspects of skating. Like, get all the switch tricks, all the flat ground tricks, get better at ramps. You know what I mean? Still maintain my tricks on the rails, but I'm not pushing myself like crazy. I'm really just doing it for the love of the sport at this point. Not sponsored. Can't kill myself doing it. And in the summer, you're crazy to wear a helmet, especially in Maryland. Like, I'm not saying don't do it because it's hot, like it's a dumb excuse, but like, bro, it is like 95 with the humidity. It feels like 102 most of the summer here. Like it is tough, man. And that helmet, man, you're just gonna shorten your session. Like we got to be out quick, not so hot. But then to the point of wearing a helmet, man, I understand like people gave Andy Anderson so much hate, and I think that's the dumbest shit ever. Like, why do we care so much what other people are doing? Like he wants to wear a helmet, let him wear a helmet. You know what I mean? Cool. He's probably inspiring people who wear a helmet and they're nervous. They don't want to come out like, oh, I'm a loser. But then Andy's doing it. So it's like, oh shit, we got this pro doing it. So I don't mind it at all. Like I know a lot of people are strict, and especially around me, there's all these parks that require a helmet. There's like 2, Gaithersburg and Rockville. And dude, I don't mind at all wearing a helmet. Like I'll throw it on. I got it right here, like at those parks. I'll skate those parks because they're great. They're maintained well, dope parks. I've been skating them like most of my life, except Rockville, which actually got torn down. The old park was better in my opinion, but the new park is like a modern skate park. In Gaithersburg, I grew up skating, so I'm not going to stop going to the park I love because they make you wear a helmet. Like it's not that deep to me, but I know some skaters, they really won't skate parks that make you require a helmet. They hate it that much or that much passionate about it. And man, do you, bro? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, you need to wear a helmet. I'm not going to be one of those people. Like, I understand that it gets to a point in skating where it's actually very hard to hit your head. And as a non-skater, this might sound crazy to you. You might be like, what? And maybe there's some skaters who this sounds crazy to you. But like, reflexes get to a point where like, I've had everything go wrong. Every situation where you can hit your head or should hit your head, my body refuses to let it happen. So I'm grateful for that. Blessed, my body has my back like that. But, I'm also not opposed to wearing a helmet. I'm actually going to start doing more GoPro footage. I got a GoPro. I'm going to mount it here. So I'm going to wear a helmet for that. Like, I don't care if you wear a helmet or you don't. And that's kind of the main point of this video. Like, do you live your best life? If I get kids, responsibility, all this stuff, yeah, I'll probably put it on more. You know what I mean? But like, I'm at a point where it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been doing it so long. It's hard. If I'm going to go out of my comfort zone, like with the vert ramp, of course, I'm going to pad up, of course. But I just think more people should worry about themselves, truly, and not make everything about them. They see something they don't like, you have free will to scroll. You know what I mean? If you really do care and you want someone to change, maybe don't roast them or insult them in the process. Maybe say, hey man, it'd be cool if you do this for these reasons, But I understand a lot of people are just going to say whatever they want. People like to be negative. It is what it is. Crazy world. I've had a lot of unfortunate things just happen recently. And I wanted to make this video, to help those who deal with criticism, no matter what you do. It's your life. You have free will. Do you, bro? Ain't that deep. And ignore all the outside noise. Appreciate it. And everyone have a great day. Appreciate all of you.